Yo, what's good? It's your boy Nitro, and I'm coming to you with another episode of The Wonderkin Show. Look. Today's topic, we're going to talk about short-term gratification over long-term strain or long-term pain. AKA the Rams. Yo, listen, I'm going to keep it a buck with you. I'm not even going to go about and talk about the money. Nope, not even going there. Matthew Stafford, the new spokesperson for, Little Caesars, is literally the Little Caesars of quarterbacks. Hot and ready. Hey! It's funny when I talk about, Matt Stafford, because he's had no success at all before last year, pretty much. And there was times where Detroit had defenses. There's times where Detroit has decent O-lines. He had Megatron. You remember the guy, 1,900 and something receiving yards. Like just a monster at receiver. And pretty much all of the question marks and bad signs have reared their head. Like, I don't want to hear about his elbow. I don't. He's throwing only to Cooper Kupp. That's it. That was his problem in Detroit. That was his problem in Detroit. He only wanted to target Megatron, even if he had other people wide open. Now, look, Cooper Kupp is an amazing player. Amazing. But that's all who is being targeted in that offense. Literally, it's him or bust. If you go back and watch game tape, there's times when Allen Robinson is open. There's times when Akers might be open in the flat. There's times when Higbee will be open. All these players will be open. He's just like, nope. I'd rather take a sack than throw it to you. Sad. And because he won the Super Bowl with that team, they paid him. See, this is what I keep trying to tell people, man. You should have, look, I know everyone's like, keep him. No, you got a short-term investment. You hit on Bitcoin. You got to know when to cash out. You got to. If you stay in anything too long, you will suffer losses. This is Stocks 101. I mean, let's be real. And now you are seeing that team unravel. And look, I don't want anybody to tell me it's their defense. I got no hate for that defense. That defense is playing. They're playing. The offense is not delivering. They're not running the ball well. The only target that seems to get any targets is Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp was, I think, targeted he caught like 14 balls yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. I think he caught like 14. When you look at that and say, hey, what else can my team generate? There's nothing else. That's a problem. And I'm not going to put it on McVay. No, I'm putting this at the feet of Stafford. I do not want to hear about his elbow. Last year, he led the league in interceptions. We're just going to gloss over that? Oh, we're going to gloss over that. See, that's the problem. A lot of times when it comes to people, that just wanting stuff, we don't want to be honest, right? We don't want to be honest. And honestly, he's been horrendous. He didn't even play that great in the Super Bowl. It was Kupp being amazing. It was their defense being amazing. And Jalen Ramsey got, you know what I'm saying, for all of, you know, what he is, he got cooked a couple times, but Jalen Ramsey didn't play a bad game. We know who the heroes of that game was. And it wasn't him. And that's one of the problems with him, man. Like, they really shouldn't have paid that man. Jesus God, you're stuck with him. It's Matthew Stafford. You know what's crazy? I hear people give so much love to his passing numbers. His passing numbers. And I look at them and I laugh because there's been a lot of players that have, passing numbers and not be great QBs. Phillip Rivers comes to mind. Yo, God. And look, having a short-term investment, saying, you know, we're going to pay this guy, we're going to take him on for a year, get rid of Goff, whatever else it is like that, and, you know, go somewhere else. That's fine. But committing to Matthew Stafford for a long term is ludicrous. It's ludicrous. And no, I ain't talking about the rapper. He's just not that guy. Some quarterbacks, the Peyton Mannings, the Tom Brady's, the Lamar Jacksons, the Patrick Mahomes, no matter what you put around them, they can drag that team to the playoffs. Because individually, they are immense talents, right? So to me, players like that are worth the money because they can cover up so much of your team's deficiencies because they're amazing individually. And I know some people are going to say, oh, why'd you put Lamar Jackson in there? Have you not seen the deficiencies on the Ravens? He's perennially made the playoffs. He has some of the worst O-line play in the playoffs in the last 3 years or 4 years than anybody else in the league. But he's still looked at to perform. Do you know why? Because of the standard in which he set for himself. Matthew Stafford can't do that. Matthew Stafford is a piece of the puzzle. He's not the puzzle. He's a gear in a working mechanism. That's what he is. He's just a gear. A gear that, you know what I'm saying, it's neither, you know, crazy important or crazy oblivious to what you need, but it's still needed. That's Matthew Stafford. It's sad because, you know, Rams fans, look, I don't feel sorry for them. They got what they wanted. They got a title. But when you look at this might be a team that literally falls on its face for the next 3 years simply because they put all their eggs in the Stafford basket. And I know what some people are saying, well, he won the Super Bowl, so they had to pay him. No, they didn't. They didn't. They did not. They could have waited, went for Russell Wilson. Oh, my God. Could you imagine Russell Wilson on that team? They could have waited, got Jimmy G. There's so many different, and I know people are like, Jimmy G? Bro, like in the passing off, like what they had, Jimmy G would do just fine. But short term, Russell Wilson would be the only quarterback I think that was open that I would say, hey, you know, we can give him long term. Because Russell Wilson in that offense would be dangerous. Dangerous. But hey, you get what you pay for, right? That's not true. Because they paid way too much. I'm going to keep it a buck, bro. Listen, it's such a double-edged sword because you're a Super Bowl winner. You got what so many teams are fighting to achieve and so many fans are clamoring to talk about, to boast about. You got to that mountain. But here goes the thing. How sustainable is it? And I know Super Bowls are usually not sustainable. Super Bowl runs, Super Bowl caliber teams, they're usually not. We've seen what happened with Seattle. We've seen what happened, with the Colts. We've seen what happened with the Broncos. Like, they're usually they're not sustainable. Usually have a Super Bowl window of about 2 to 3 years. Usually. Now, there's exceptions to every rule, right? The old school 49ers, the old school Patriots, you know what I'm saying? The old school Dallas Cowboys. Like, there's exceptions to every rule. The exception, but not the standard. That team might be in the hole for a while after that. Yo, listen, I'm going to keep it. Listen, and let's be real. I saw, Higbee had, I think, 10 receptions, but only for 73 yards. Kupp had 14 receptions for 122 yards on like 8.7 yards a catch. Those are just extended, like extended run plays pretty much on that offense. That's what it is. And look, I know he's a Super Bowl winner. You got to respect it. I do. You got what every team wants. But, bro, he's just not that guy. He's just not. And a lot of people have to understand that. I think the best he is, he's a better passing Eli Manning. Yo, let me not disrespect Eli Manning like that, because Eli Manning is a 2-time Super Bowl winner. Eli Manning is probably one of the best gamers in the history of in NFL history. During the regular season, but when playoffs hit, he turns into a whole nother Eli. He goes from Eli to Eli. And that's just being real with you. So, look, thank you for tuning in. I'm not hating. I'm not. I'm just saying Matthew Stafford is literally the Little Caesars of quarterbacks. Hot and ready $5. You know what I'm saying? It's a decent pizza. It tastes decent. You know what I'm saying? It'll fill your belly. But let's be real. It ain't none of these other spots. It's not the real, authentic pizza places. The ones that you're willing to pay a little extra for. Even if the pie is not as big, you're willing to pay extra for it because of what it does for you. That's not Matthew Stafford. That is not Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford and Cooper Kupp are like, he's like the pizza and Cooper Kupp's like the pepperoni. Pepperoni can make a lot of bad things taste good. It's sad. It's sad. But look, thank you for tuning in for another episode of The Wonderkin Show. Please like and subscribe. You know I'll be here. I'll be doing this every day. Every single day you getting this content, baby. Content. I am content. Oh. Yo, once again, thank you. Like and subscribe. You could be anywhere else, but you can't stay here. And look, for everybody that watched this show, you knows my slogan. Peace. And I'm out. Yerp.